I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I made this upside down squash and onion cheesy cornbread. Watch this video and see how I made it. What's going on, boys and girls? Today we're going to be making some upside down cheesy squash cornbread. This is a new recipe, kind of sort of. I've kind of made something like this before, but this is just something that I'm doing off the top of my head, and usually this stuff comes out right. We're going to do this in increments because it's like 7 o'clock at night right now. So I wanted it to be hot so I can take it with me in the morning and leave some of it here at the house. So we're not going to do it all tonight, but to you, it's going to look like we did it all in one sitting. So we're not going to keep this video long. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Have you ever had any upside down cheesy cornbread? Squash cornbread. Squash cornbread. Here we go, y'all. Now I'm not gonna show all the ingredients out here, but you know when you got squash, you gotta have some onions too. At least I do. We got some pie pans here. These are sliced kind of thicker because I want those. Those are gonna be actually on the top. These are sliced kind of thinner, and these are sliced thinner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of blanch or just kind of cook these lightly. We don't want to cook them all the way. We don't want them mushy and all that. But we do want to kind of cook them and then let them drain. So that's what you're going to see tonight. Now we've got two pots, one for the bigger squash and then one for the thinner cut squash. So we're just going to bring that up to a boil. Going to let it boil for about 3 to 5 minutes, just until it's tender. Now we're going to cook these two together. We're probably not going to use all of this squash and onions, y'all, because I don't think it's going to it'll be too much to go into the cornbread. Because we want to have the cornbread taste as well. So they're going to go in just like that. We're going to bring it up to a boil. Again, 3 to 5 minutes. Alrighty, so I went about 5 minutes on the thicker ones. Now this eye in the back, it burns a lot hotter than this one. This one right here is not even started boiling yet. So I'm going to put this one back there on that back burner. And we're just going to take those out, put them in a strainer, let them drain here. We're going to get all that liquid out of them. Now we're just going to put a paper towel on it like that, y'all, and just kind of push it to push the liquid. You're not going to be able to get all of it out of there, but you're going to get most of it out of there. And see, you're just going to mash them down like that right there. You want them to be pliable, which means you want to be able to use them and you know, take them apart, and they still, you know, lift them up and they're still looking like squash is what I mean. So again, we've dried that out. We can do the other ojust like that. Now they're not going to take as long as these took, which these didn't take long. They only took 5 minutes. See how fast that back burner does, y'all? I don't know why it's like that. Just every oven I've had, one eye always burned a little bit hotter than the other. I want gas. Gas burns the same. And these the same thing. We just put them in the strainer, let them drain here. And again, we're not going to work with these until tomorrow anyway. We're going to get our dry ingredients ready for our cornbread. All right, with our cornbread, we're going to use 1.5 cups of our stone ground cornmeal, and this is white cornmeal, and 1.5 cups of our flour, that is bread flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and to give this a little kick, a heaping teaspoon of Tony Chachere's. Oh yeah, this is going to be some good cornbread, y'all. Now give that a mix, and we'll put our wet ingredients in there tomorrow morning when we get ready to prepare this for real. And that'll be, you know, a couple of eggs, some buttermilk, and some butter. You got to have some butter or some type of oil in it. Oh, and our cheese. Can't forget about the cheese. This is a cheesy cornbread. So we're just going to toss these in a couple of bowls. We want to keep them separate. And then we're just going to refrigerate these. And they'll probably put off some more moisture until tomorrow morning. And we'll see you then, guys, which is just going to be a couple of seconds for y'all. Alrighty, so it's the next morning here. Not to you guys, but we got us 2 duck eggs right there. We squeezed most of the moisture out of the squash right there so that they're not mushy. We got 1 stick of butter here. We got our buttermilk back there. And then we're going to grease these pans really, really heavily because these are going to go on the bottom of the pans here and spread out. So we want to grease those real heavily. Oh, we also got our cheese here. Now you can use whatever type of cheese. Cheddar cheese tends to work a little bit better. Of course, this is Kobe and Monterey Jack, so it gives it a little bit of a kick. All right, so now we had a little bit of shrinkage here, so we may have to improvise here a little bit. So just improvise, add a little bit of your squash and onion mixture here. We're going to add in a cup of our cheese there. Going to pour in our eggs. And again, these are duck eggs. This is going to make this nice and rich, y'all. Going to pour in our butter. Then we're going to add in the rest of our squash mixture and give it a mix. And see, this already has a lot of moisture in it, so we'll add the buttermilk in once we see how moist the actual batter is. So it absorbed a lot of the moisture, but you're going to need some more. Alrighty, that looks good. That's as moist as you want it to be. Then we're going to add it to our pie plates, pie pans. Alrighty, y'all, there you go. Just make sure everything is covered real well. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to let that go for about 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. They're nice and brown. And these went about 30 minutes because they weren't as brown as I wanted them to be. But now they are. We're going to let that cool down and see if we can get them to do the upside down part. Guys and gals, would y'all look at that? They flipped out. They didn't stick. That looks great right there. Upside down, cheesy squash and onion cornbread. Came out great. I know it's going to taste good because the cornbread always tastes good and squash and onions always taste good. So like, share, comment. Let me know if you've ever done something like this. And we're going to enjoy this eating. Y'all have a great day. Peace.